Hey everyone, welcome back to another installment of Universe Jarvis. So this is actually my second one for today. I'm impressed. That's a record for me. So if you subscribe to my channel, you guys know I tend to do a lot of unboxings and things like that. If I buy stuff, I'll share it with you guys because that's what I like to do. And I tend to do a good bit of shopping, which I probably shouldn't. Anyhow, so I went to the beach last weekend. And most of the times when I go on trips, if I go to the beach or I go to Atlanta, I'll usually stop by the outlets. There's actually a favorite outlet that I have is Commerce. As you're going into Atlanta or coming out, they're awesome. They have a lot of shops there and you can find some really, really good deals. But anyhow, so went to the beach, actually went to two outlets and got stuff from, I guess, both of them. And of course it's shoes. And if you've been watching most of my more recent videos, there's a lot of Crocs and things that you're gonna see, different collabs and stuff like that. So if you go to the Crocs outlet, and not the Crocs store, the outlet, they normally have a clearance wall, and most of the times it's going to be buy two pairs, get a pair, or buy two pairs, get two pairs for free, which is actually a really, really good buy if you think about it, because Crocs, like the classics, will usually retail for maybe about $50. Once you start getting into the collabs, you're talking like $80, like 75, 80 bucks. And then they can go up, like the Keith Haring ones that I have in one of the videos, find it if you want to watch it. Those were like $100 for a pair. So the prices can range. And you can luck up sometimes when you go in there. You can actually maybe find a collab pair or a special edition pair and get them for cheap. And in most cases, you're going to be looking at probably maybe their prices are like $47.99 or something like that. And then they can go up, but you'll pay for, I think, your two highest pairs. And then two pairs will be free, but they actually, I think, kind of discount them, but it's still a really good deal when you think about it. So we went to the Crocs store and ended up leaving out of there with 4 pairs of shoes, of course, because of the deal. 2 for myself, 2 for the other half. So I'm going to show you guys what they are. And actually I already have some of these. So these are the geometric Crocs. The first pair I got was black, and I have like a purple kind of sparkly pair that I got. These are silver, and then they also have them in gold. And they're kind of cool. There's a green pair that I really, really wanted, but I could not find it in my size. One time I did find them in the one closer to me, the outlet closer to me. They were a 10, they were too big because I wear a 9. But they're a lot of fun. Like that geometric thing's kind of cool because it's just a classics Croc, but with them giving it that texture, it's really nice. It gives it a kind of fresh look and it's different. And of course you can put your gibbets in there. So that's the gold and silver. The other half ended up getting an orange pair. So this orange is super nice. I can't remember what the color's called. It had a kind of cool name, but they don't put it on the tag. So like I said, $49.97. So got these orange ones, and these are a size 13. And then I kind of wanted a pair of these. I didn't have them in my size. These were a little bit more, of course, with the Echo. So these were 60. But this is kind of like an olive green or army green Echo that he picked out. So those are pretty nice. So I think all in all, I think all of these were probably, because it was 60, and then I think it would have been probably 50. So what is that? So like 130 bucks, probably with tax. So not bad for 4 pairs of Crocs, because like these by themselves would have been like 70. So that was really, really cool. So got those. That was like last Saturday. And then on the way out, stopped to the other outlets. Now, went into the other Crocs outlet, and it was really, really nice. It was actually really big. It's probably one of the biggest ones I've been in so far. They had a lot of stuff, but what I ended up finding was the things that I liked were not my size. And I was actually kind of stunned, because they actually had some Pollex Crocs, and they had the Pollex slides, not the actual clog, but the slides that came out, and that they'll do drops in. And if you guys follow like Crocs or like urban brands and stuff, Salih Bembury, he's kind of he's a footwear designer. He does a lot of stuff for like New Balance and stuff like that, but he has a Croc that he does with Crocs, and he kind of has a signature thing that he does with them, and I actually think I may have some videos of some of this stuff. But anyhow, so they actually had these in the store, but they didn't really have the size I needed. They had 10s, and I tried 10 on, and it was like, it was a little bit too big. Then I had an 8, it was too small. So of course that meant I needed a 9, and kind of the same thing for the other half. They had, I think, 13s, which the band across was a little top, so a 14 was preferable. So could have got them out of there. It would have been good, because it would have been the same thing. Like I said, with these last pairs I showed you, it was buy 2, get 2 free. So that could have been a great deal. And they were, I think, about 49. No, they might have been about 40. So that would have been, what, 80? Got 2 pairs. So actually, I was going to say what I ended up doing, what I'm going to show you guys was cheaper, but maybe not. So didn't have the sizes, and actually I'm going to show you something else that I got at the same time right after we left out of there. But I went into who I found out was their parent company, HeyDude, which I didn't know was affiliated with Crocs. Once I got in there, I was like, oh, makes sense. But get to that story here in a minute. He was like, oh, there's another one, so went to the other one, but it was just a regular Crocs store, so there was really nothing in it, so I backtracked for no reason. But anyhow, so wanted these Pollock Crocs because you guys know I really like them. I have 3 pairs of the regular clogs, and didn't have any of the size. When they first came out, I was like, I don't know about those. So it's just like his box, and this is what I was going to point out if you're not really familiar. He does this fingerprint thing on all of his shoes, at least the Crocs, which is kind of cool. It's different. So we're going to open up this pair, and this is the Guppy colored pair. And these are not mine, so these are 14, so they're kind of big, but that's the Guppy. To me, it's like a nice salmon color. They call it Guppy, which I'm still trying to figure out where Guppy comes from, but you can kind of see the fingerprint situation it's got going on the clog itself. The whole thing's like that, but the bottom also has that, and it's nice and thick. I mean, to me, it's like the clog, but it's a slide that you can stick your foot in. But these were only ended up being, they had an extra sale last week, and it was like an extra 30% off of select items. These were actually included in that, so these ended up being like 28 bucks a pair, which isn't bad at all. Because I'm trying to think, I think when these came out, these were probably like 80 or something like that. Because I remember when they released, but like I said, I wasn't too interested in them at the time. Because I would, probably prefer the full cloth, like I was saying. So that's the Guppy pair in 14. And they actually, the stuff shipped out at different times, which kind of annoyed me. I got the Guppy pair, I think, like Tuesday, and then yesterday the rest of them got delivered. So this is the other 14. These are Huckle. So I'll show you guys what these look like. Huckle's kind of like I guess a burgundy. I guess they're going for Huckleberry. But it's a nice deep burgundy. Now this color they actually had in that store, that Crocs outlet I was telling you about, they actually had these. So like I said, same thing. Like a half of a fingerprint, full fingerprint situation on the bottom. And then it has Crocs down here in Salehi Bembury. So, I mean, it's a nice slide. I mean, it's I feel like it's really well made. It's nice and thick. So hopefully these actually fit. But like I said, 28 bucks, you can't really beat that for these. And they had, I think, I want to say 5 colors. They had a white one, and they had, I think, what do they call it? Parsnip. So parsnip was kind of like an off-white. And that one they had in the outlet as well. But I was kind of like, I don't really know. And I could have ordered them in my size, but that light color, I'm not a big fan of like white shoes because it was pretty much white, so I didn't end up getting those. And all of these, so 5 pairs of these, it was like 150 bucks, which isn't bad. Because I think if I was doing the math right, if I'm remembering my pricing in the outlet, it probably would have been a little bit cheaper if they would have had the sizes. Would have probably been like 80 or 90. But granted, that would have been 4 pairs. I ended up getting 5. So, I mean, roughly kind of the same, I guess. So these are mine, and this colorway is Huckle. So it's the same color that you just saw. It's going to be that burgundy. And these actually look really tiny compared to the other ones. But like I said, it's kind of exciting. And like I said, it's hard for me to pass up a deal. It's always been super hard, but I'm gonna have to do a lot better with that. So that's mine, the Huckle. And the colors are gonna be the same. This is the Guppy. So this is a Guppy in size 9. So nice, fun salmon color. And these are, like I said, these are really, really nice. I mean, I'll probably wear them year round. I mean, it's getting cooler here, but with some socks. I tend to wear slides with socks anyway, so I'll be rocking those out. And then this is the only color that's different. I'm trying to remember the name of it because I actually have the clog in this color. This is Tashmoo, which is interesting, and I wonder where that name came from in all actuality. Let's see. These I actually saw in the outlet, but they were in a really small size, like a 6, but I like this color. So this is, to me, this is teal. Tashmoo is what he calls it, but it is a teal. So really, really nice, and like I said, so I'm kind of feel special with this one since I actually have the clog itself in this size, which is actually the first Bembury clog that I ever got, so that's pretty cool. So, like I said, 150 bucks for all these. That was really, really good. And I'm going to have to chill after this. I actually have so much stuff that I need to go through in my closet. I've got to kind of work on some stuff. Because like I said, it's getting cooler here. So I really want to go ahead and get all my winter stuff sorted and figured out. So I have to work on that. So like I said before, after we left out of the Crocs store, didn't end up buying anything out of that one because the sizes weren't there. So of course, like I said, had to order online. There's a HeyDude store right beside it. And so I went in there because the other half was wanting some HeyDudes. And fairly big foot. Bought a 14. 14 didn't work for him, so he had to get 15. Anyhow, so we went in there, and they had a sale too. It was a buy a pair, I think, get a pair for half. And I had kind of been eyeing the Patrick ones from SpongeBob because they had done us. I think there's like 3 different ones. Well, maybe 4. Well, at least for men, there's a Patrick one, there's a SpongeBob one, and there's a Krabby Patty one. But they're 75 bucks. And I mean, honestly, I'm like, I don't really see me paying $75 for some HeyDudes. Because they're cool shoes, but it's not like I'm not going to wear those probably as much as I wear a Croc itself. But we went in, found some stuff, and it was kind of like sensory overload because there was so much stuff. And originally I thought it was only the way it was explained that you had to buy like a regular price pair and then you could get a sale or clearance for half, but it was pretty much any of them. So you get sale pairs, 2 pairs, buy one, get one half. You get clearance, buy one, get one half. So started looking at the regular stuff and then ended up on the clearance wall. And I'm start with mine. I found 2 pairs. I've already worn them. I actually wore them this week. So I ended up finding the Wally. I guess the Wally socks. So Wally is the men's style of the shoe and Wendy is the female's version of the women's version. So I ended up getting these Wallies, and these are Fallen Rock. So these are just a nice, it's kind of like a textured gray, I guess. And then, you know, gray on the back there. At the bottom, the sole's white. I tend to like darker color. As you can see, I've worn them, so they're kind of dirty. Wore them yesterday. But these are fine. I mean, they're pretty comfortable shoes. I kind of have to get used to them because the thing is you don't really tie them. These are kind of here and that. It felt weird with these for some reason. This one felt fine, but this one felt a little bit loose. And even trying to pull these, they don't really tighten, so I don't know. And then you kind of got like a, I guess you're playing off of the stitching, so you got like burgundy and gray and stuff in there. And the other cool thing, and this is why I was like, I kind of picked up on vibes that might have been related to Crocs, is Crocs, when you go in a store, there's like the little thing with the gibbets, so you can buy the gibbets and, you know, all the other little accessories. I saw something similar in there. They make these little stick-on patches, so you can put patches all over the shoe. They also have other insoles, so you can change out the insoles, and I'll show you that here in a second. And they also have more laces that you can buy. But it's kind of cool. You can actually take this insole out, right? And you can change it. And they actually sell different types of insoles in the store. They have different patterns and things like that. So I think that's kind of nice. Because if you think about it, over time, a lot of times those insoles, they start to wear down because you're putting weight on it when you're walking, so they're going to kind of flatten down because they'll form to your foot. But if you want something new and fresh, then you can get like all these cool, fun patterns. I actually started to order some, but then I stopped myself because I'm like, do I really need insoles? Because I ended up registering on their website and I got a 20% off coupon. So I was going to get laces and some insoles. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. So then this pair, I really like this. This is a woodland camo. So this pair, you know, you got your green, so you got your camo pattern. Got some tan in there. The bottom of these is actually a little bit darker than the other ones. It's tan. Still good dirty because it's light. But this one I really, really like. This one's a really, really nice one. And for me, at least, it'll work with a lot of stuff because I wore them to work. Because I wear a lot of like neutral colors, blues and, you know, grays and things like that. So that's those 2 pairs. And these, I want to say, there's a sticker on there. So these were $49.97. So 50 bucks. The second pair would have been $25. So 2 pairs for 75 bucks, which is a great deal. Considering these were new, they were probably at least 60. So this pair is his. This is a 15. This is relatively big. So this is the opal black. I get more gray from that than I do black, but it's opal black. And it's actually got kind of a little fun texture on the inside of it there, which is kind of nice. And then a little speckled sole on the bottom, so that's kind of cool. And those are the same price. Those were $49.97. And then this pair is actually a gift set. So we looked at what, 75, so $150 for 4 pairs of these. And then this is a Wendy, and this is a chambray off black. So this is a women's one right here. But all the same style shoe. They actually have a lot of different types of shoes. They've got, I noticed they have boots. They got a lot of different things. I don't know if I'm going to go as crazy with these as I did with my Crocs, but I do think now, knowing that they actually have an outlet, I'll probably stop and check it out when I'm down at the beach. But that's all I got, you know. A couple things here, all in the Crocs family, I guess. Excited about those slides. I can't wait to really wear them. Like I said, it's getting cooler here, but that doesn't really faze me with slides. I'll usually still wear them with socks, so all good there. If you haven't done so, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Comment if you'd like. I enjoy talking to you guys. You guys are awesome. That's why I do this. And until next time, Universe Jarvis out.